Hey y'all, hey! If you've been following me, you've known that I have been living in Jamaica for over 5 years, well, almost 5 years. And recently I had to come back to America to have surgery on my knee. I recently was inboxed and someone asked me, what are the benefits of living outside of America versus in America? So
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Marcos. Now remember, if you're watching this video for the first time, remember to subscribe to this channel, remember to comment, like and share my videos. So guys, life in America has changed completely. I remember before, people used to love going to America because they had better paying jobs. Life there was so good, so everyone had a dream of going and settling in America. But it seems currently things have changed in America, so these are some of the things you need to know before going to that country. So I have this story of this American woman who has been staying in Jamaica for a long time, and she decided to go to America for a knee surgery. And this is what she had to say about life in America. So let's watch her video and I'll be back with more views.
I'm getting ready to tell you, because everybody know me love Jamaica. My accent's horrible, so I'm not even going to try. But the benefits of living in Jamaica, I'm a Cubs fan. Um, Being back in America is horrible. Yeah. I love America. Don't get me wrong. I love my country, but I love Jamaica more. And the reason being is in America, we have rent or mortgage, which is no less than $1,500 a month, even for a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom in a nice area. Then you have your electric, your water, your gas, your cable and internet, your car insurance, your health insurance. And even if you have health insurance, then you have a copay. If you go to the doctor, you have a bigger copay if you have to stay in the hospital. The bills are never ending. I literally have a book that I have to write them all down and check them off as I pay them when they come in every month because I can't keep up with them. There's so many bills, right? Then, not to mention, the healthcare system is horrible. The food that they provide us is full of preservatives and poisons so that we get sick, and now we have to depend on the healthcare system and take healthcare medicine and all this stuff. When I moved to Jamaica, of course, the food there is organic. It's grown, raised. Your meat is raised there. Your vegetables and fruit are organically grown there. If you go to the farmer's market, if you find a local farmer to sell you your meat, your fish, and your eggs, and go diving for your fish, whatever, what have you. Anyway, all the food is organic. There's no stuff in it. So automatically, that alone, I lost a whole bunch of weight. Go back on my videos. I'm not going to go into it. But living in Jamaica, it's peaceful. Like, the people are so amazing and so friendly. Yes, you have bad everywhere. Everywhere you go, you have good and bad people. There's always going to be guns and drugs and this and that. But you also have a positive side. It's paradise, for God's sake. So I have a 1 bedroom apartment overlooking the sea. It's fully furnished with no utilities. Internet is provided, water, power, everything is provided. And I pay $350 a month. No, 3 times the rent, prove your income, this or that. Oh, you need a place? I have a place. Pay me the first month and a deposit, and it's yours. I've been there 5 years in the same apartment. Why would I move? So when I got sick, I had to come back to America to have surgery. I didn't have anywhere to live because I had sold my house. I sold all my furniture. I sold everything. So just for these few months that I'm in America to have this surgery that's covered by my insurance that I already had from my husband passing, that's a long story. But So the rent was $1,200 deposit, $1,200 rent. The power was $200 deposit, gas $200 deposit, water $150 deposit, internet $100 a month. Then my car insurance, I had to buy a car, so that's another $6,000. Then car insurance runs me $250 a month for full coverage. Like, the bills never end. Within 3 months, I spent over $7,000, well, not counting the $6,000 car bought. In 3 months, I spent almost $8,000 just because now I have to buy a couch and chair. I have to buy my furniture. Had to buy a bed to sleep in. Then I had to buy linens to go on the bed. I had to buy dishes. Then I had to buy food, which is outrageous. $12 for a dozen eggs. Come on. So yeah, why do I live in Jamaica? Because I don't have to worry and stress myself over bills. Yeah, it's not an easy life compared to America. It's a third world country. Some say it's not third world. They say it's first world. You choose what you call it, what you want to call it. Because for me, it's paradise. I have no hot water and I have no AC, but I have fans in the window and I have the sea breeze coming in. So I don't need it. If I need to wash my clothes, I wash them and hang them out to dry. There's no dryer, but I love that because the fresh sea breeze blows through my clothes. Anywhere you go, 5 miles, 10 miles down the road, there's our river. We go every Sunday to the river. There's waterfalls, there's music, there's dancing, there's people everywhere. Just, I don't know. There's no difference. It's no question for me. I love Jamaica. And as soon as I get well enough and back on my feet, you're damn right, I'm going back. Who's going with me? And for those saying, oh, once your American money run out, you'll go back. No, I won't. I won't. Because I'm retired. I'm on a budget. I've taken my money and budgeted it. I allow myself so much every month while I'm in Jamaica. And once I reach that budget, that's it. And so that money, it'll last me a really long time. I'm not rich by any means, trust me. But I lived in Jamaica on less than $1,500 a month total. Rent, food, everything. So yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. I do apologize if I'm rambling because I did just take my medicine, so I'm kind of loo-loo. So if I'm rambling, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a big advantage. Not just Jamaica, any country outside the U.S. Pick one. Pick one, search it on TikTok, living in so-and-so country, and there's a million videos of other people that have done it, and you can follow them and get guidance from them. But before you move anywhere, make sure you travel there and see if you like it. Because Jamaica is not for everybody. And it's not for the weak. If you're weak-minded, or if you're not street smart, or if you're not aware of your surroundings, then don't move here. Absolutely. But I wish you luck. One last thing and then I'm done. Don't come at me with Jamaica's dangerous. Jamaica this, Jamaica that. Because I'm scared to go to the freaking gas station in America. Might get robbed. Go to a concert, might get blown up. Go to visit my nephew at his school, might get shot in a school shooting. I mean, come on now. There's violence everywhere you go. So don't give me that crap. Jamaica polices their own. So it's much safer than you think it is. That's the media. So if you come to Jamaica and you want to tour around and you want to see Jamaica and you're scared to do it, give me a call. Me and my security guards will come get you and we'll show you around. Hey y'all.
I got a teacher.
So somebody asked me why I moved to Jamaica.
And I'm gonna tell you why. So I don't feel well, so I'm drinking ginger with lime and honey. That's a Jamaican remedy. Or you can squeeze some lime in a shot of rum. And that'll clear you up too. But why did I move to Jamaica? Well,
Alright, y'all be safe.
let's go back 4 years ago. I apologize for the background noise. A little over 4 years ago, I was married to a wonderful man for the last 18 years. Well, 17 years at the time. And yes, I'm using a filter because I look like horrible because I'm sick right now. So, I was married to a wonderful man for 17 years. We had 4 kids, all of his, but they're my stepchildren. And 10 grandkids. And he worked in the coal mines. Most of you know this and know me. But one day, he laid down for a nap and didn't wake up. And it was devastating to me because we were still in love like the day that we met. We still dated each other and loved each other. I mean, we weren't perfect. We had our issues. Every marriage does. But we loved each other. And so his death was traumatizing to me. And after the day he passed, even before the funeral, only a select few of people, and you know who you are, checked on me, came to see about me, including his children. And our friends, I no longer fit in because I'm now single, you know, with their married couples dates and couples parties, and I just didn't fit in anymore. So everybody drifted away. And so little by little I sold off everything we had. I gave his motorcycle for a little bit of nothing to his best friend, and I sold I gave his truck to his cousin, sold the house, and decided to move back home with family in Kentucky. I hadn't been around them in over 30 years. But I thought maybe it'll be good if I be around family again. Wrong decision. But anyway, long story short, I lived in Kentucky for a whole year. I gave it a chance, and I was still miserable. I was still depressed. And anyway, I went on a girls' trip to Jamaica because I had been talking about Jamaica since I was a little girl. Anybody that knows me, I'm obsessed with Jamaica. My husband, I had told him that year, I said, if you don't take me to Jamaica, then you're paying for me and my girlfriends to go. And he said, no problem. But, of course, he wasn't around to do that. So, me and these 4 other women went to Jamaica for 10 days. And we had an amazing tour guide, Island Tours Jamaica. And we spent an amazing 10 days, I think it was, at the Rio Reggae in Montego Bay. And we had an amazing time. I completely forgot all my problems, everything. And we went back home. And when we went back home, I went back to Kentucky. They went back to Alabama. And I was back to being miserable and depressed and sad. So I called this tour guide and was like, hey, if I come to Jamaica for 3 months, do you think you could help me find, you know, a long-term apartment? Well, short-term. Yeah, no problem. So I got an apartment and I stayed those 3 months, came back home, and I was miserable. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna move to Jamaica 7 months out of the year, and then I'll come back home the other 3 months, because you know you have to live in the United States every 6 months, less than 6 months, in order to not have to file on your taxes and all that. And you know, it's a bunch of paperwork and stuff. Anyway, I go home about every 3 months. But long story short, I went for 3 months, and I've been here a little over 3 years. And the apartment I currently live in, I found through a mutual friend in Jamaica that I had made. He's no longer living. He met his demise last year. But his uncle had a house with an apartment downstairs, and I have a pool overlooking the ocean, and I basically pay $350 a month with no utilities. Yeah, I have a 7-passenger van. I'm running a successful tour company showing people around the island. Most of my tours are single females traveling alone because they trust me, you know. But yeah, that's how I ended up in Jamaica, and I love it here. It was the best move I've ever done. It was the best decision in my life. I lost over 80 pounds, about 65 or 70 actually. Went from a size 16 down to an 8 within 7 months. And I put a little bit back on now, but it was the best move I ever did, mentally, physically, emotionally. I still have my days. I still miss my husband. But I love Jamaica, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So don't listen to the advisories, because the neighborhoods that they mention in those advisories, the neighborhoods and the areas that they mention, as a tourist, you will never go there. We wouldn't take you there if you paid us. You'll never reach those areas. So you're perfectly fine to come and enjoy your vacation and have a wonderful, amazing time. If you have any questions about moving to Jamaica or coming to visit, or you need a tour guide, or you even need airport transport, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to help you out.
I always find it ironic that in places called third world countries, the quality of life can be so much more vibrant, invigorating, filled with real relationships, laughter, joy, that we don't get here in the US. For example, when I would go to Jamaica growing up, I always noticed that work wasn't as much of a priority. And then I realized that in the US, we live to work, and in other countries, they work to live. In the US, we value our luxuries. We love having things. We go to Amazon, we click, we buy. It's a ton of consumerism. It's a ton of prioritizing these material things, but we don't prioritize human connection the same way. Living in the West, it's a very I-focused society. So we are focused on ourselves, our gain, our lives, our world. And when you go to another country where it's more we-centric, it's less individualistic and more of a collective, there's just this level of laughter and joy and connection. In Jamaica, we party with each other. We party with our friends, our family. They may not have as much monetarily, but they have so much more joy. They're gonna play dominoes, they're gonna connect, they're gonna meet up, they're gonna talk. Those types of things don't happen in the US as much because we're all so busy doing business. We all got our own things going on. It's big as hell. You're all the way in this state, I'm all the way in that state. It's just not the same kind of environment that fosters those really deep connections. So whenever quality of life comes up and is in question, I always find it ironic, because in my mind, there is way more than one definition of a good quality of life. And I guess it really depends on what variables you look at to decide what is quality.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you have watched the full clip, because this video is very important for you, especially you who wants to leave your country and go settle in America. So this video is for you. There are things you didn't know about America, and in this video now you know. Most of you always think that in America we have better jobs, good life, like things are easy in America, but there's the other side of America that you guys didn't know. And I have done several videos of people who have been staying in America because they have been complaining a lot. They have been leaving that country and going to other countries because life has changed. People have been losing their jobs. The taxes are very high. So life in America has changed a lot for the past few years, and you should know about that. So I had to do this video for you about this woman who has been staying in Jamaica for a very long time, and she went in America for her knee surgery. So she has been trying to compare how life is in America and Jamaica. In fact, she stayed in America before and she sold everything in America and she went to stay in Jamaica. So you have seen, guys, people are leaving that country and going to better countries, and you want to visit that country. So I think by now you should be cautious about that. So some of the things that you should know, the other side of America that you didn't know, is that the taxes in America are now very, very high. These people are paying higher rents. They are paying a lot of money for things like electricity, Wi-Fi, water, food. So you should know that in America, you're going to have to pay a lot of money for such things. So it's not all about just making money. Also, you should know that you're going to encounter very high taxes in that country. So this woman has been paying low taxes in Jamaica, and when she went in America for a surgery, she was shocked because the taxes are very high. So as much as you are being paid well, you have to know that you're gonna dig deeper into your pockets to try meet those taxes because they are very, very high. So why earn more and pay more taxes? I don't think it makes sense. So this woman has had life in America, has had life in Jamaica, and she's trying to compare the two, life in America, life in Jamaica, and according to her, life in Jamaica is better. Very, very, very good life. So she has talked about food in Jamaica and food in America. Actually, we cannot even compare food in America and Jamaica because we all know Jamaican food is very, 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 very natural, very organic. Best food for your health compared to American food because their food are full of chemicals. They're not very, very healthy. So you have heard she has said that the food in America is very poisonous. You eat today and tomorrow you are in hospital. So she's trying to compare food in America and Jamaica, and she's saying that Jamaican food is on top. Jamaican food is very, very, very good. And that's why tourists have been touring Jamaican in large numbers because they love that island. It's a very, very small island, but it's a very welcoming island. Good food. They are peaceful people. By the way, she has talked about how she has been interacting with the people in Jamaica and America. And if she's trying to weigh the two, she thinks that Jamaican people are very good, very welcoming, people you can live with. She has also talked about, people have been saying that in Jamaica we have crime cases, gangs, and she has denied that because since she joined that country, she has not encountered any of that. And that's why she has even said that if you come to that country and you think that is happening, you can call her. She can take you around and see Jamaica, tour Jamaica, enjoy Jamaica, because Jamaica is a very, very, very beautiful land, welcoming land, a land for all. So guys, if you had an idea of going to America, at least by now, you know some of the things that you're gonna encounter in that country. So take note. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the clip. Until my next video, one love.